Alrighty, fellas. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today? We've got a lot on the schedule today, guys. We've got a lot on the docket. A lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and actually let's what do you say we jump into it, fellas? What's up? What's up? I look so small because I'm What's up, fellas? Good morning. Good morning. First stream of 2024. First stream of 2024. Wow, that's crazy. First stream of 2024. I just got Twitch partner. This is my first Twitch partner stream officially, which is very cool. Kind of a lifelong goal, which is kind of cheesy to talk about, but it's true. I joined Twitch back on June 2nd, 2011. I've been streaming since like 2013, on and off, obviously. The first game I streamed was PokeMMO back in 2013, and now in 2024, 11 years later, I've got Twitch partner, which is very, very, very cool. Secondly, if you haven't seen it, dude, this shiny was insane. If you haven't seen it, go watch the reaction, the video that went live today. This was bonkers. I couldn't fucking believe this. It came out of nowhere. I'm just here hunting Zapdos. Speaking of, I'm gonna continue hunting some Zapdos. After I get Zapdos, we'll make our way over to ×5 hordes, because I think 2024 is gonna be a quantity year, fellas. I'm excited to shiny hunt quantity in 2024. Do some ×5 hordes. I need a Dugtrio shiny. I use a Dugtrio all the time at this point. There's a lot of things I could do. What are the other talking points I needed to mention? I am gonna go make a specific competitive Pokemon today because of the way the market is situated. Making a specific good NU comp is very cheap right now. Thank you, Clarko, for the sub. I really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, once the Lunar New Year event is over, guys, the fashion contest and Rate My Shinies will be returning, but I do want to wait until then, so we have another event to, you know, finish up the full event season, and then we can show off all our vanities and all of our new shinies we got from the 20% boost and everything. The guide that I need to remake the most on my channel, and is like my #1 priority right now, is remaking my shiny hunting guide, for a lot of reasons. Like, none of the information in that guide is outdated. None of it's outdated, but it's missing a ton of stuff. There's no lores, because lores weren't in the game back then. Like, there's no lore discussion. There's no secret shinies. Those weren't even in the game. There's no alphas. Those weren't in the game. There's a lot of things that just straight up weren't in the game. Shiny charms are now in the gift shop. Like, that wasn't the case back then. The shiny hunting is really, there's so much to talk about with it, truly. And a lot of things just weren't in the game at the time. And it also has old mic quality. One of the biggest ones is just old mic quality. It's my highest priority guide that I need to remake. I think I'll try to do it in January or February. Yo, Pat, I shot my first shiny Phoebus. Shiny Phoebus as your first shiny is wildly impressive. Congratulations, dude. Dude, Metapod is such a good first shiny of the year, Jax. Congratulations. And honestly, you know what? You've convinced me. I'm so easily convinced nowadays to change locations. I don't, like, I kind of was here just for fun. And for, like, Charmander, and, like, this spot was easy. I don't even care about, like, shiny Charizard's obviously objectively beautiful, but I'm not a huge shiny Charmander guy. So I'm gonna head over to Pattern Bush. We can go do that for sure. Or you know what? Okay, Pattern Bush or Berry Forest. Man, because I really like Execute. Munchlax and Executor in Berry Forest. Does Berry Forest have Metapod and Caterpie the Butterfree Lion? That would be the real question, which I'm not sure. I'm gonna head over to Berry Forest, actually. Should have Max Repelled there. I definitely should have Small Repelled. But I really like this. I think this location's super underhunted, super underrated. Berry Forest has Munchlax, yeah. Karoshi, for those who don't know, got their lore shiny Munchlax here, which is insane. Insane. Karoshi's had some of the, like, Karoshi is one of those shunters, man. Karoshi and Clue, some of those shunters that have some of the best luck I've ever seen and the worst luck. Like, it's really like they see the full spectrum of a shunt. I'm gonna loop around, or should I even loop around? I'm looping. Just pop a lure there in the worst location. Okay, I'm coming back. I fucked up this pathing super hard. Oh no, I'm wasting this whole lore, but that's okay. We're gonna head over here. This is where everybody hunts. I feel like we'll head right here and run back and forth and see what we can find. There's Execute here, which is a really good single encounter shiny, and Munchlax. Hey, Pat, question. If you get a shiny Nincada, do you get both Ninjask and Shedinja shiny? No, not at all. The way that that's why Shedinja is one of the rarest shiny hunts in PokeMMO. The reason being is you have to evolve 30,000 Nincadas on average. It's its own roll. So every single time it's its own roll. If you have a shiny Nincada, you will not get a shiny Shedinja guaranteed. You'll keep the shiny Ninjask, of course, but you won't get the spin-off. It's its own hunt. And I made a lot of videos talking about it because Shedinja's was for a long time literally the rarest shiny in the game. Now it's Shaman technically, because there is no, you know, whatever. A really interesting question is, like, I think legendaries are also rarer. So there's things like, there's more of them, I don't know, and they have a lower rate. We don't know what that rate is. It's kind of complicated, like what comes next. The rarest shinies are things like Shaman, things like the Hitmonlee is actually super rare, Shedinja, and what was the one I just mentioned? I'm forgetting. Like all the legendaries, like the Zapdos, you know. Moltres is coming next month. I'm excited. I think Moltres, hilariously to me, is probably the best shiny, like, bird, at least legendary. I'm just in Kanto right now specifically to get Zapdos. And once I get, so my goal right now is I want to get the legendary birds first month release for each of them. So I got Articuno last month, I'll get Zapdos this month, and then Moltres next month. And then after I get the first month release of all of them, I'm like done hunting legendaries, at least purposely. If I accidentally get one, sure, but I'm done purposely hunting legendaries after that until a new set get released. I really like getting OT legendaries, you know, my OT first month of release, but then after that, like, I don't, you know, it's not really worth the Pokeyen. It's not really worth hunting them for collection purposes for me personally. After that, I'll just be shiny hunting. So once I get Moltres in February, we'll go full send into shunting, and then even once I get Zapdos in this month, we'll go full send, probably over to Dugtrio, try to get myself a, I've been using Dugtrio so much, man. The fact that it has that arena trap, the fact that it I get 3 uses out of the trio, okay? The Arena Trap gives the 10% wild Pokemon encounter boost, the same as Swarm and stuff. There's a Munchlax encounter, nice. I get the 10% boost. I get the Arena Trap ability, which is important for teleport Pokemon or certain Pokemon that can kind of get away from Shinies, that can get away from the fight. And then also, level 55 is the exact level I need to Repel Trick at Heracross in Pinsir. So I can Repel Trick a really good shunt with it. I use it for the 10% boost and for like saving shiny Abras. And before Regis get announced during the Lunar New Year event, I'm really excited to see what, I guess we have what? We have Gen 2, Gen 1. Next will probably be Gen 3, right? Like Gen 3s will probably get the next announcement for the next shiny rotations. Why duck ass? Do you think you're going to evolve your Nidopat? Definitely. I will 100% evolve this into a Nidoqueen at some point. I think I just want to breed it at some point. This is a good question. Do you guys think it's dumb? How do shunters feel? I'm actually really curious about this. How do you feel about breeding a wild, like, secret shiny? Is that dumb? Do you think it devalues it? Because if you get a secret shiny yourself in the wild, you know, it'll have the wild catch date, whatever. But if you breed it, someone might just think that you bought. It devalues it, in my opinion. Yeah. So maybe I will just keep it. Because, like, also, like, yeah, I kind of agree. Because you could just buy the secret shiny particle. Like, if I were, so for example, let's say this stud trio was a shiny, just a normal shitty shiny, right? What I could go do is I could go buy a shiny secret dud trio off of the GTL, and then breed it with, or a Ditto. There's none actually, but that, you know, or a Ditto, which is it's pretty expensive, but you can fudge secret shiny. You can kind of add it on to pre-existing shinies you have, which is tough, you know? Tough to balance that, right? Wouldn't it not be your OT? No. You can absolutely breed secret shiny onto an OT. Don't you lose OT then? No, you can breed shinies like that. If I were to breed this male shiny Dug Trio, I could breed with a Ditto or another Dug Trio and keep OT, absolutely. And it would breed secret shiny on. So I think I will keep this one. I think I will, like, should I evolve it then? Or should I, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Now I'm actually thinking about it way more. You can fudge it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to breed it. I'm probably not going to breed it. And I don't know if I'm going to evolve it or not then, because then I have to keep it forever. But Nidorina is a really easily obtained. It's a ×5 horde Lepa shunt, right? So if I ever want a competitive shiny Nidoqueen, I can always go do that shunt, and it's not really a huge deal. Versus, this is a secret shiny. This is a big deal. I don't want to waste it, right? You can get unlimited legendaries, OT. All you need is X emails and X alt accounts. If you want to spend hundreds or thousands of hours doing that, absolutely you can do that. It's going to take you a long time to hunt for all those legendaries, my man. You've also got to complete the storylines on those alt accounts. And then, yeah, good luck on like the 15 to 20 hour hunt per account per one legendary. Like, another factor into the shiny Nidoran situation is, like, I have a video clip of it. So I like, that's a whole nother aspect. Like when I can prove that I got it shiny in the wild, that opens me up. I think it allows me to make more decisions, kind of like breeding it or something like that. Like I'm okay with someone thinking I possibly fudged it, then I can provide the proof via the video and the recording, right? I actually thought that Knack got Twitch partner. So am I the first PokeMMO streamer to get Twitch partner? That's really fucking cool if so. That's really humbling. That's crazy. What? No way! 178 encounters? Fucking wet streak, boys! 2024 is going to be so wet! Holy shit! 2024! Dude, I fucking told you, dude. Oh my god, 2023 was so dry. 2023, I suffered, man. I went 80,000 encounters here, 60,000 encounters there. Wrong shiny. Fucking 800k single encounters. Wrong shiny. Dude, holy shit. Let's fucking go. This is the dude, RNG evens out, man. People can sit here and say I'm so fucking lucky, but holy shit, 2023, if you followed my streams, you know how unlucky I got that year. It was ridiculous. My overall rate was crazy dry, and oh my god, yes. Oh, let's go, dude. 177. This is almost the wettest I've ever been for a shiny. Oh, dude, I am getting dividends, man. I am getting dividends. Oh my goodness, dude. This has no way to like kill itself. I might just go ahead and go for some dumb, like a quick ball. I might just try to quick ball it. Holy shit, dude. Oh, that is so insane. It's gonna be 3 times 31. Look, we'll see, man. 2024 is year of the wet fucking shinies, dude. Holy shit. It's 2 times. It's 2 times. It's 2 times in attack and special attack, which is very funny, not really beneficial, but it's fucking 2 times. All right, let's keep shunting, boys. Thanks for the charm, Aben Bag. I really fucking appreciate that. Let's reset the encounter counter. Holy fucking shit, boys. 2024 is going to be wet. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all my shiny Pokemon, guys. Dude, that is unbelievable. Thank you for the charm, Aben, man. Lucky Aben charm. That is unbelievable. Let's go ahead and make it. I mean, I'm gonna have to like read it back down anyway at some point, but Sunstones are so cheap. Let's evolve it into a Blossom, a way more beautiful shiny. Gloom is shit, but here it is, man. Shiny Blossom, 177 encounters. 2024 is gonna be so goddamn wet, fellas. I'm excited. Holy shit, the wet streak is beginning. It's beautiful. Blossom is a great shiny. I was gone for 5 minutes and he got a shiny. Dude, 2024 is going to be the year where if you're gone for 5 minutes, you're missing at least 3 shinies, okay? You're missing multiple shinies in 20. If you miss 1 stream, bam, that's like 6 shinies you missed, okay? Make sure to check them out, dude. Wide duck ass. It's all a psyop. The staff are in on it. Pat got partner and they're trying to hype him up for the industry plan. Aware, don't fall for it, boys. True and real information, guys. Get the conspiracy theories rolling out. Dude, I had someone DM me yesterday on Discord being like, hey man, I heard you got banned for auto-clicking. What's going on? Because Global Chat has been doing this thing for like, it was a funny meme at first. They've been doing it for like a year now, maybe like 8 to 12 months. Like Global Chat constantly spams that Patrouski got banned. Like they constantly spread misinformation and people believe them. Yeah, just don't listen to Global Chat, dude. They're silly willies. I predict that PokeMMO will add Patrouski to their payroll and Patrouski can get a YouTube verification checkmark. I would love to get a YouTube verification checkmark one day. That's like one of my end game goals on YouTube is 100k subs. I've actually talked about, I think I made a whole video talking about this. I made a whole video talking about how like I think PokeMMO will never like quote unquote add me to their payroll. I don't think PokeMMO should ever sponsor me essentially, unless I start playing other games and they want to keep me around, but that's like the only thing. But I'm not gonna put that pressure on them purposefully. If Pokeforce comes out and it's very good, I'll start playing in a bit. But PokeMMO's I play because it's the best Pokemon MMO, and that's really it. There's no reason for them. There's literally no logical reason for them to sponsor me. We both mutually have huge benefits. I play their game. I enjoy my time. I'm able to make a living off of it, making guides and hopefully some mildly entertaining content. And when I make content on their game, it's like free promotion for them, so they get like advertisement and stuff like that of a great game. Like I think PokeMMO is truly a game that like This is a game that could do really fucking well on like TikTok and Instagram and like short form stuff to like the average or casual audience, because there's so many people that love Pokemon that would come to this, like they would enjoy it for at least a couple hundred hours. They may not, a lot of those people may not get to like the end game and may not like shiny hunt and stuff, but just like the casual playthrough of all the regions in a multiplayer format would be so incredible. But there's no logical reason, and I don't think PokeMMO should pay me. If they want to one day, or if they, you know, whatever, sure. But like, yeah, there's no logical reason for it, right? At least at this point. Any tips for someone who just finished their first region? I think the first couple things, I really want to do like a guide from scratch to like first region completed, and then like a little bit beyond. So things like getting a catching Pokemon, getting different utility Pokemon, getting a Sweet Center PP maxed, getting a like AoE EV training Pokemon, getting either 5 experience shares or an XP reamplifier, like getting certain like serious tools, getting like 1 choice band, 1 specs, 1 scarf. There's so many like little things here and there that you kind of need to get to build like what is called like a quote-unquote main account. I kind of use terms from like RuneScape. Like in RuneScape, you need certain things to be a main account. You need like 70 strength, you know, 70 defense, whatever it may be, to like equip certain gear. It's kind of the same in Pokemon. You need certain Pokemon, certain utility things. You need a certain level of base Pokeyen capital. You need to start working on your gym rerun team. The biggest thing I will say for new players is just like getting all 5 regions done is just like the most important thing. Like that will benefit your account the most. The most beneficial thing you can do early on is just get five regions done. It's so important to have all the storylines done. That's like, I think the game begins once you get all 5 storylines done. It's kind of like leveling in Classic WoW. Once you get level 60 in Classic WoW, the game begins. And then once you get all regions done in PokeMMO, the game begins. It's kind of like that, right? The end, the real game. Yeah, I don't know. That's my general advice. If you have any more specific questions, if you're looking for beginner money making methods, I have tons of videos on that on my channel. If you're looking for utility Pokemon, I have videos, guides, a lot of stuff geared towards new players. There's a lot of new players in this game. There always is a huge recycling of new players in this game. Genuinely, how much time does it take to make 100 million Pokeyen for a pro player? That's a really good question. Obviously, pro player is a little funny, but like for a good, experienced, what's the word? Knowledgeable PokeMMO player, how much time would it take to make 100 million Pokeyen? The issue is that like the main way you make a ton of Pokeyen in PokeMMO is investments, but that takes time, like, you know, 2 years or so to sit on an item. I've made a video talking about how to become a billionaire in PokeMMO, which is a very like soft general outline, but it is true. Like you want to like do your gym runs, do flipping, berry farming, make your really good Pokeyen, stuff like that, and then and make investments, and then sit on those for 2 years, and then you can become a billionaire, or 2 or 4 or 5 years. To really become a billionaire, you need to like reinvest a couple times. It should take the average person. If you want to become a billionaire in PokeMMO, even if you do it perfectly, it's gonna take you like 5 to 6 years. It's, yeah, I appreciate you saying you liked it, Rumel. It's a very like soft, general, you know, outline, but I do think it's like really accurate. Yeah. Inspired me to grind. I really think any player like could. It just takes time for sure. Like 5 to 6 years, I'd say minimum, to become a billionaire in PokeMMO. Wild how Luca got on Team Mister got 1 billion in a year. That is unbelievable. From flipping, that is insane. Holy shit. Yeah, that stuff is crazy. You can make a lot of money flipping in PokeMMO for sure. 100 mil isn't that bad if you're a huge grinder to get 100 mil in a couple months. Yeah, I'm trying to think like, okay, if you're like a really high level PokeMMO player, right? Let's say you do like shiny, I guess shiny flipping would be really good. Let's say you do like shiny flipping and like flipping and stuff like that and have access to some capital, right? You can make like 600,000 Pokeyen per hour really consistently, flipping and shiny flipping and doing stuff like that, right? So if we take 600k per hour, let's say you're a very good PokeMMO player, you know, you're probably playing like 8 hours a day, right? So let's do 8 times 600k. It's gonna tell us how much Pokeyen you get per day. So you're making like 5 mil, let's say 5 mil Pokeyen per day, right? Then what's, someone said 100 million, right? 100 million divided by 5 million per day. 20, you could easily make 100 million Pokeyen in a month. If you're like a very good player, 100% you could make a 100 million in like less than a month. Pretty, not easily, it's still fucking hard. But you definitely could do it pretty comfortably. Make more. If you really want to push the limits and play like 12 plus hours a day of just flipping, it'll melt your brain and you'll get exhausted. But it could be super good. Someone said, are you a billionaire in PokeMMO? Absolutely not. I do have a fair amount. Like, people see my capital right now is piss low, right? Like 4.7 mil. But my net worth, like in terms of all my investments and stuff, I think I have around like 300 to 500 mil. I know it's a huge like guesstimation. There's all my shinies and stuff. I have around 300 to 500 mil in investments and in shinies and competitive Pokemon and in total net worth. If I were to liquidate my account, I'd probably, if I were to liquidate everything, even shinies, I'd say easily 400 million plus. I'd say 300 to 500 million to play it really safe, for sure. So I'm definitely not a billionaire, but at the same time, I always talk about how, like, dude, the reason why I give advice on, like, once again, not really financial advice, but the reason I give some tips and stuff, I made all these mistakes. I made every mistake in the book playing PokeMMO back in 2013. I was a dumb 15-year-old. Of course I made every financial decision, wrong one, possible. Like opening product, gambling, stuff like that, right? And I still spend a lot of my money as well on the shiny hunts. Like the Cranidos hunt costed me 150 mil, right? Yeah, stuff like that. I spent a lot of money shunting for sure. But my net worth is not bad considering I started playing the game again, 2021. So if you look at the math like that, I started playing again, and I had when I came back to the game, I had like 0 Pokeyen, maybe a couple 100K, but like literally I basically started from scratch in 2021. So I've been playing the game for like 3 years, let's say, back at it. I think less than that. I think it's like 2.5, 3, whatever, right? If my net worth is 500 mil from scratch in 3 years, that does kind of fit with my original point of it takes around 5 to 6 years to become a billionaire. It kind of lines up, I'd say it does work out like pretty well. It's a lot of hard work though, and a lot of consistent play for sure. And I've spent a lot of my Pokeyen. You could definitely become a billionaire a lot faster, but it takes a real long time. The mysterious Pokeballs and Great Balls have risen in value, but the Ultras and Premiers have dropped. Any idea why? I'd have to think about it. I honestly, like off the top of my head, I don't, because I haven't sat down and thought about that. That's actually really, really interesting. What are Ultra Balls at? Premier Balls is really shocking to me. I feel like Premiers will just go up. I guess Ultra Balls have kind of stayed around the same price, right? Mysterious Ultra Balls, 60K. I think they've kind of stayed still at the same price. My biggest guess would be that, like, I feel like mysterious Pokeballs and Great Balls are probably short-term spiked because more people have access to them and can, like, buy them and quote-unquote invest into them. But I feel like long-term, they'll rise much slower than things like Ultra Balls. Like, Great Balls, I bought mine at, like, all 15K or whatever. Premier Balls. I am shocked. I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked to see Premier Balls this cheap. I don't know how many were brought into the game. I guess that's the real question. There's a lot here. A lot more than I expected. Excuse me. Okay, there's a lot more Premier Balls. 365, 375, 402 listings. I mean, actually, I don't know. Is that really that many? If it's like, that's probably less than what, 5K Premier Balls? And I guess if you want to go for a Shalfa, it's 1 out of 4K. It's like 1 Shalfa on average. Premier Balls are pretty baller, man. The fact that you can get a Shalfa from these, this might be, I think that these are pretty interesting. I almost want to buy these. I'm going to buy some of these. I think Premier Balls, I'm putting my money where my mouth is at. I'm never a person to be like, I will never sit back and be like, oh, I think this thing like might be good, might be worth money, whatever. And like me not buy, like I'm not gonna, I definitely am like a huge, put my money where my mouth is, that kind of person. I need to be a little careful because I need to save up Pokeyen for the upcoming Shiny Wars, but I'm not sure. I need Leppas and stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to be hunting for Shiny Wars. As long as I have enough for Expert Lures, I'm probably fine. I don't think I'm doing any like egg hunting or anything crazy for Shiny Wars upcoming. Even if I do participate, right? But we'll see. Look up Timid Nature Herbs really quick. Dude, I didn't realize Graccideas are apparently a good money-making method again. Graccidea, oh yeah, they're like, I mean, Graccideas alone are like 875 yen again. That's crazy. And then Timid Nature Herb. Let's do Nature Herb. I'm doing this in the worst possible way. Okay, how do I... Timid Nature Herb, 112K. Yeah, wow. Graciduas are, once again, a really good... That's really cool that Graciduas are an insane... They were... So, for those who don't know, Graciduas were insane money when Shamans got released, and they got nerfed into the ground, as well as just sort of fell off because people needed less Graciduas because they were over-farmed, so you only need Graciduas for Shaman. But now, a lot of people need Graciduas for... You need the nature herbs for Zapdos and stuff. Graciduas don't affect the IVs of all the other legendaries, right? I'm pretty sure Graciduas themselves, I'm pretty sure, someone could correct me, I'm pretty sure they only affect Shaman in terms of IVs, but the nature herbs you get as a side effect from Graciduas, and you need Timids, you need stuff like that for Zapdos, Raikou, Entei, Articuno, Moltres coming next month. So it's really cool that more legendaries being released revived Graciduas as a money-making method. That's super interesting. Yeah, Clark goes 100% correct. If you want to learn flipping from scratch, I recommend like sticking to one or two Pokemon, like a couple Pokemon markets. So like maybe learn like I always say the Ditto, like learn the Ditto market, like learn Dittos, learn what Dittos sell, learn like what's an underpriced Ditto. Like if it's like, a lot of people will list Dittos that are like 1 times 31, you know, but with other stats for like the same price as just a normal one. Like let's check. Let's see if I can find something on stream. So like this is a little bit of a flip right here. Like literally live on stream. Here's a great example. I could buy this Ditto for 40k and sell it for 60. Now after listing fee, I'm probably only making like 10 to 15k. But that's really, if you're a beginner flipper, this is a great example of a fantastic beginner flip. Also has bold nature, which may or may not matter on like certain breeds. Like, yeah, learning which Dittos are kind of maybe sometimes undersold that also have other stats going on. Like this is a pot, you may make like 5k on that. This is a 2 times 31 actually. Wait, I'm gonna buy that. Lol. Wait, that's hilarious. Was the others 31 in special attack? I mean, it's not great, but or was it special defense? Because that was an easy. Yeah, that's an easy Yoinkarino flip. I can sell that for like 80k later on if that was the stats. Like stuff like that. Is super good. Yeah, sniping is super high risk, high reward. I recommend doing both, like sniping and flipping, but you shouldn't pigeonhole into one. Just do both. I think both are great at different times. When it's like 8 a.m. ET, the market's way quieter and way more dead. Sometimes like sniping's better at that point because you have less competition, but then you have less people listing stuff. It really just depends. Someone said aim for 50 to 100% profit. That's a little high. Like it depends on the flip. It depends on things. If you are learning flipping, just going for like 5 to 15k flips is totally worth it in my opinion. If you're new into learning, okay. I would say never flip something if you're not at least making like 10k, and then it depends on how much you're spending. If you're spending, you know, if you're spending like 40k on a 10k flip, that's like where I would kind of call it there. Like keep it. I wouldn't go much. Like spending 50k on a 10k flip, that's like my peak. If you're spending 60k on a 10k flip, probably not worth it. Like it's not worth the risk and the listing fee. Like you're making so little at that point. You definitely want to like. But if you're learning, even paying a little bit of Pokeyen to learn is, in my opinion, super worth it. So you don't make mistakes later on. I could do a whole like hours of just rambling on flipping and sniping and stuff. Like there's just so much to it. I mean, you know, it's very, very, yeah. I aim for 500% profit personally. I mean, yeah, if you could do like a super high number on shiny flips, I usually aim for like, I'd say 30 to 50% plus. Obviously, if I'm buying a shiny for 2 mil, I better at least be making like 600 to 800k, and then even that's like kind of on the lower end. I'd say 800k. If I'm buying it, I'm kind of being a little low. If I'm realistically buying something for 2 mil, I'm usually selling it for 3. I'm usually going for a 1 mil flip. So kind of like 50%. Shooting for 50% with shiny flips is always going to leave you really safe. And once again, it just depends on how safe you want to be, how much capital you have, yada yada yada. I really like to flip 2012 mons. 2012 mons are insane. They have some of the most insane potentials for profit. I have a series. I don't want to talk about too much, but I've been doing a little. I shouldn't even say this actually. Yeah, shiny flipping 2012 mons is very, very good. I really recommend it. There are some insane potentials for profit there. It's very risky. Okay, 2012 is like the riskiest form of flipping, literally like riskier than shiny flips, because 2012s could just sit and sit and sit, man. There's just not that many collectors yet. There's just not that many collectors. This steel, it's just got listed, for example. I'm probably gonna buy it. We'll see. For 150, whatever. It's like the cheapest 2012. A lot of 20, yeah, you have to be careful. 2012s, like they can just sit and sit and sit. They take a long time to sell, but you could. I've bought 2012s, especially like if you're sniping. I have bought 2012s for like 5K and sold for like 600K or 800K. You can make some insane turnarounds on 2012 mons. 2013s. I bit the bullet and I actually lost a lot recently on some 2013s. 2013, that just happens, man. It's a risky market. That's, you know, it happens to anybody. I lost a lot recently on some 2013 mons. Why are 2012 Pokemon so popular? It's kind of, I always compare it to base set Pokemon cards. It's the same exact thing. Base set Pokemon it's, you know, why do people collect base set Pokemon cards, right? They're nostalgic, they're wanted, they're desirable. It's the first set. Base set Pokemon stuff is very, very desirable for a ton of reasons. It's like why diamonds are desirable, why anything is like desirable, you know. Rare, you know, it's rare, has low supply, high demand. It's really that simple. Oh my god, wait, this is so good. Wait, this turns into, oh no, I wasn't sure if this was Escavalier or Excelador. Unfortunately, oh man, if this, I mean, it's still, man, if this was Escavalier, like Brave, this would have been insane if this was Escavalier. The fact that it's Excelador, it's still very, very good, but you need a different nature for sure. It's female, yeah, plus it's female. Dude, Shiny Excelador is one of my favorite, like, underrated shinies. It's super, super good. It's like one breed away from being an incredible Excelador, dude. Congratulations on the shiny, man. Good job, man. Nice shiny. Can you still catch Articuno, or did Zapdos like replace it? How does that work? Great question. Yeah, so Zapdos replaces it. There's only one legendary you can catch like per month per region. The only two regions are Kanto and Johto right now. So right now, Entei, for the month of January, you can catch Entei and Johto, and Zapdos in Kanto. Moltres should be next month for Kanto. I don't remember for Johto right now, but yeah, good question. All right, to make chat happy, here you go. We're doing a states test. Someone said if I get above 50%, I get 10 gifted subs. Above 70%, I get 20 gifted subs. Connecticut. Yeah, they're starting off tough. It's like over here, right? Or is it over here? All right, I'll see you guys at the end. Boom! 55%, fellas. We're fucking educated. Actually, Pog. Hell fucking yeah, boys. U.S. geography education at work. That's good. 55%, that's like that's an F, but it's like almost a D. It's almost passing. So thank you for the subs, guys. Thank you so much. All right, well, didn't expect this to happen, but I got the geography score enough to get 10 gifted subs, and my internet keeps crashing, so the stream's going down. But I want to say thank you to Oso if you're watching this. I do fucking appreciate it, man. It's a good little game, a good little meme. Thank you for the gifted subs. You'll see it in the stream recap if you watch it. And then I'm gonna have to end it here and call it here. So thank you guys for watching. Only the stream recap viewers get to see this, which is kind of secret and cool. Hopefully you enjoyed today's content. If it was entertaining or helpful in some way, make sure to leave a like on it. Dislike if it wasn't, that's totally okay. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos and streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that and updates on my streams and content. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, like Oso just did, and then PayPal/Venmo donations are all super appreciated. Allow me to stream, allow me to make videos and guides, and I want to refocus on more guides. A lot more guides will be coming, I think, in 2024, so I have a lot more stuff to redo and everything. So I'll see you guys later. Peace, Aroni. Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. The same way everybody listed here is a positive asset to my day, going above and beyond and allowing me to make content every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.